I remember a magical, fun time during childhood. Me being an 80s baby and a 90s kid. I remember waking up on Saturday mornings, grabbing a big old bowl of cereal and plopping my little butt down in front of the TV and watching Saturday morning cartoons. Yep, you tuned into one of the big three networks, ABC, NBC, or CBS, and then eventually Fox. And you watch shows, awesome shows like the likes of He-Man, Transformers, Thundercats, G.A.A.S, Jem and the Holograms, Garfield and Friends, Sonic the Hedgehog, so many, just to name a few. Nowadays, it's just a shame that kids, well hell, my son, will never get to experience the fun time that Saturday morning has to offer. Now all they have is whatever the hell this is that they're watching. And you know who's to blame? The cranky ass government officials who just wouldn't let us have a good time. Well, then again, most of these cartoons were nothing more than half-hour commercials for action figures. But that's what made them fun. You know what else made Saturday morning fun? Bumpers, commercial bumpers, such as this.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
And also, there was the educational side of it. The quick 30 seconds to 1 minute that you need to get your info on how to be healthy, how to be safe, all that good stuff that your teachers taught you but you never paid attention to in school. That is the PSAs. These little messages ran right before the end of a commercial break, and they were just long enough to get a catchy little tune in your head. There's a ton of PSAs out there with a ton of different characters in them. I'm only going to go over the ones that I specifically remember, and some of them, some being my favorites, some being ones that stuck with me, some being just outright weird. But we're gonna go through them together because this is G.A.A.S, and that's what we do here. So before we get started, make sure you hit that like button, share this channel with all your friends, make sure to subscribe, and smack the hell out of the notification bells so that way you know when we go live with brand new content such as this. And if you want, give us thanks. We really appreciate it, given that I'm trying to make this a full-time job and all. But if you're brand new here, welcome to the channel. Hope you enjoy yourself. And let's look at some Saturday morning PSAs. And let's start with one that I want to say growing up was probably my favorite. Check this out.
They're doing push-ups in Peoria. They're jogging in L.A. They're exercising everything in lots of crazy ways. But take it from the chopper. Hey, the chopper, yeah, that's me. If you want to have great choppers, exercise your teeth. Exercise those choppers, really chew, chew, chew. Exercise those choppers on some good hard food. Your molars grind, your canines tear, incisors bite right through. So exercise those choppers on some good hard food. Pumpernickel, carrot sticks, crunchy fruits and nuts. Things you really have to chew will make your choppers tough. So take it from the chopper, 'cause choppers know it's true. Exercise is great, but exercise your choppers too. Hey, chopper, how about running a few laps with us? Hey, later, man. I'm eating a celery stick. This is hard exercise.
Yep, this one was called The Chopper. And it first debuted, I want to say it was 1975 or 78. I don't know, I gotta look that up on Wikipedia. But you have this Fonzie-like character and a couple of T-Bird looking dudes who are singing about how strong your teeth are and how you have to exercise your choppers by chewing hard food. And it kind of looks like that this was, in a way, characters that were going to be used in some type of failed pilot for a cartoon that never got off the ground. Because, let's be real, these characters had potential to be in their own show. And I think them being in their own show would have been awesome. The closest thing we got to that was Hey, It's the King from Hanna-Barbera. That show was cringe. Eesh. But it was a catchy ass song. And I remember going around my house singing that joint. It was stuck in my head for years before the invention of YouTube. And now we can pull it up anywhere, anytime we want. And it's right here in my very own video. So glad I was able to talk about that one with y'all. And speaking of catchy little joints with messages, let me ask you guys something. What time is it?
Hi, time for timer.
All right, whoa, before we go any further, I just want to do a quick history lesson, because when you talk about Saturday morning PSAs, timer is probably, I would say, one of the main characters of the Saturday morning PSA universe. If there was a Super Smash Brothers-esque game of Saturday morning PSA characters, Timer would be up there with Smokey the Bear. That's where he stands with me. Now, Timer had a ton of these things. Timer was everywhere with these. He had like 50 of these things. All of them talking about very important messages, as if like body health, exercise, eating healthy. I mean, he was everywhere. Timer was a big freaking deal. But I got two of them here. Here's one of them.
And time to make a week's supply of healthy after-school snacks. Now some weekend when it's raining and your mother is complaining because you're hanging around just twiddling your thumbs. Tell your mom that you've been itching to make something in the kitchen, and oh yes, the mess will be a minimum. But the thing that's going to please her is you make it in the freezer, and nothing could be easier to fix. Now just watch as I go through it. Really, all you need to do it is some kind of juice and just a few toothpicks. Okay, now take an empty ice tray and fill it up with orange juice or lemonade or pomegranate juice or whatever turns you on.
Wait, hold on. Pomegranate juice? What the fuck? You know what? Never mind. Continue.
Then, cover the tray with plastic wrap, carefully poke the toothpicks through the plastic, put it in the freezer, and in a few hours, presto, stacks of snacks. Don't wait until it rains before you try this nifty trick. You'll have a fun time making sunshine on a stick.
You know, I remember seeing that for the first time. And I remember trying it and having my mind blown at how well it worked. I remember me and my sister did it, and we did them with Kool-Aid. Yeah, with what flavor Kool-Aid? It was Kool-Aid. I know that much. We used Kool-Aid, and it worked, and it was awesome. Now, this is probably the one that Timer was mostly known for. This was the more popular one. This is the one that half of y'all know Timer from. Roll it.
Bang, bang, bang! Oh, howdy, partner. Time for Timer.
Do you ever get that hungry feeling after school? Boy, I do. I'm so hungry, I could eat a wagon wheel. When I'm slow on the draw and I need something to chaw, I hanker for a hunk of cheese. When my 10-gallon hat's a feeling 5 gallons flat, I got something planned, which is little cheese sandwiches. Come on! Here's a great little snack to tide you over till dinner. If you want something delicious and nutritious, cheese is a super snack. Look, a wagon wheel. When my get up and go has got up and went, I hanker for a hunk of cheese. When I'm dancing, I hold down in my boots, kind of slow down, or anytime I'm weak in the knees. I hanker for a hunk of, a slaver, slice, and chunk of, a snacker that is a winner, and yet won't spoil my dinner. I hanker for a hunk of cheese. Yahoo!
It's crazy how weird his voice sounded in that. It was almost like they couldn't get the pitch right for the first few seconds, and it eventually settled on the cowboy voice. But that one was probably heavily spoofed the most, because you hear a lot of the a wagon wheel and all that. I think Family Guy probably did it the best. Family Guy nailed that one. But anyway, moving on. You got messages, stuff that Timer tried to teach you, but then you had similar one-off characters who will teach you other things, similar to this little lesson right here that fell on nothing but deaf ears. Check this out.
I'm Louis, the lifeguard, and happy to say I rescued a drowning potato today. They drowned in its sour cream. Oh, what a shame, 'cause food's so much better when it's practically plain. So don't drown your food in mayo, salt, ketchup, or goop. Yuck! It's no fun to eat, but you can't even sing. So don't drown your food.
Yeah, poor Louis the lifeguard. I mean, he could definitely be in a Sesame Street segment, in a few Sesame Street segments. But he was just relegated to this little PSA right here, telling people not to drown your food, that food is good when it's practically plain, when we all know that's absolute bullshit. I mean, sure, the way it's presented in this PSA here, I mean, they're dunking the food in some nasty looking stuff, but most of the foods in there got no business being dunked in anything in the first place. But to say don't drown your food, I mean, come on. A lot of the stuff that we eat now needs some kind of sauce to go with it. I'm gonna tell you this right now. I'm serious about my wings. Anybody who's ever eaten around me knows how much I love my hot wings. Anyone who knows me knows how much I love making hot wings. How much I don't hold back on the sauce. I mean, there's plenty of sauces that I use when I'm eating. However, I do believe that this one PSA only applies to people that drown their fries in ketchup. I'm talking to you people out there that like to slather buckets of ketchup over one thing of fries. I'm sorry, if you do that, you're a goddamn scumbag. I'm just throwing that out there. Don't drown your fries, but do whatever the hell you want with your food. Still a fun little PSA, but it means absolutely nothing. Speaking of meaning absolutely nothing, I done dug this one up. Check this one out.
If Monday's bad or Tuesday's sad, make a Saturday. That's a Sunday.
No, that's a penis.
Wednesday rains or Thursday's gray, make a Saturday. Looks like a Sunday.
It looks like a penis.
Instead of half a banana and a pineapple ring, add yogurt creamy smooth. Pop a grape on top and that's a Saturday for you. Make a weekend treat any day of the week. Make a Saturday. Now that's a Saturday.
It looks like a penis. But okay, let's talk. I'm sorry. Let's talk about this one real quick. What is it? You know what? This is another thing I have to bring up real quick that I forgot to mention at the top of this video. There is a lot of sentient food in all of these, and it's absolutely insane how it's like, how the hell are these foods in such a hurry to die? I mean, come on. This little banana that looks like a penis comes to life, and then it just scoops into whatever the heck and starts eating the damn thing. First of all, a Saturday does not look appetizing, not one bit. Yeah, of course it's gonna look a certain type of way when it's animated, but try that shit in real life. Try it. A matter of fact, leave in the comments section whether or not you ever tried something like this. I mean, the last thing we talked about with timer and the little popsicle gimmicks are one thing, but this doesn't look the least bit appetizing. And they said pop a grape on top. Why the hell would you do that? Were you gonna balance a grape on top of a Look, I understand what you're trying to go for here. I understand. But you can't, I don't want to say you can't knock it till you try it, which is, by the way, that's another timer PSA, but we'll get to that one in another video when we got time for it, because the way this is going, this is going to have to be in another video. There's so many of these. Anyway, but I know I'm saying don't knock it till you try it. But this is something that's going to look terrible if you do it for real. Okay? Like I said, it looks like a penis. It looks like a diseased fucking penis. That's just me. It may sound juvenile. I don't give a shit. That's just my opinion. You got it? Good. Now, there were, speaking, you want to talk about sentient foods, let's move on to this little one. There was a actual somewhat group of PSAs that was known as the ABC Bod Squad, and they were ones that pushed the healthy eating agenda a tad. For example, let's check one of these out. Check this one out right here.
When you're feeling bored or blue, watch out for the munchies. They find ways of making you munch when you're not hungry. Here, munch this. Here, munch that. Soon you're not just bored, you're fat. Go on out, find stuff to do. Get munching off your mind. Soon you'll see you're feeling great with the munchies left behind. Watch out for the munchies. Another nutritional message from the ABC Television Network.
Watch out for the munchies. Now, that one is important because I constantly have to tell Mike that he needs to watch what he eats, because the munchies are after him all the time, and the boy don't even smoke. I mean, he's 8. And I'm constantly telling him, hey, you're eating too much. Dial it back a little bit. You know, so I can understand that one is real. And it's a struggle. It really is. It's a struggle. But when you love food, it's hard to put it down. But sometimes you just have to do things to be active, to get your mind off it, to get yourself right. And that's what this is going for. And, you know, here's another Bod Squad joint. Check this one out.
They call me Yuck Mouth, 'cause I don't brush. Oh, I like my teeth like this. They call me Yuck Mouth. No, I won't brush. How's about a little kiss? I got roast beef in my teeth, got some chicken too. Ouch, that's a cavity. Hey, that's new. Well, if you don't brush your teeth, then kids you too can be a Yuck Mouth.
Don't be a yuck mouth. Another nutritional message from the ABC Television Network.
That one is crazy. By the way, the vocals in the background are from the late great, one of the absolute legendary Scatman Crothers, one of the greatest actors, performers, singers of all time, one of the greatest voice actors. He's done a ton of movies. He did the controversial opening theme song to my favorite Ralph Bakshi movie, Coonskin, which, if you haven't seen that, I suggest you get on YouTube and check it out. It means more now than it probably ever has. He did the opening to that. He did some voiceovers for Disney. He was the voice of Hong Kong Phooey. He was the voice of Jazz and Transformers. He did a whole ton of things. And he also did this little number right here.
Nutty Gritty, Nutty Gritty, it's a snack you can munch. Nutty Gritty, Nutty Gritty, a healthy snack you can crunch. You take a bunch of nuts, any kind will do. Throw in a bunch of raisins too. Then invite a bunch of nuts to share with you your Nutty Gritty, Nutty Gritty.
Do something good for your bod and brush your teeth after snacks. Join the bod squad. Join the bod squad.
The Nutty Gritty. Jesus Christ. Every time I hear the name, when I hear this song, Nutty Gritty, why do I get the vision in my head of that little video that's been going around online of WWE 2K of Cody Rhodes doing the Gritty.
Nutty Gritty, Nutty Gritty, it's a snack you can munch. Nutty Gritty.
You see what I mean? And speaking of, this goes back to what I was saying about sentient foods in a hurry to die. Do you see how excited these little nuts and whatever the hell are to be in this little concoction, this snack you can munch, as the song says? They are literally running to their demise. They are running very fast to their demise. They jump right in the bowl and start getting, and then when the kids are eating the damn thing, and all of a sudden you see there's like fucking life-size nuts eating with them. What sense does that make? Ugh. Very little educational value to take away from most of these things. But you know what? These PSAs, while some had a good message, others were just there to fill space. And not only did they fill space on the airwaves, they left tunes in your head that would follow you around literally until your adulthood. PSAs were more important than you think. They were just as important as the cartoons itself. You didn't realize it at the time, but looking back on it, you can't tell me you sing little numbers like this.
Exercise those choppers, really chew, chew, chew. Exercise those choppers on some good hard food.
The same exact way you would sing one of those theme songs from one of those cartoons that played at the beginning of those cartoons that I cannot play now because knowing YouTube, they're probably going to strike me for it. Yeah. That's just how it is. Saturday morning PSAs were the sprinkles of edutainment on the Entertainment Sunday. And let's be real, Saturday mornings weren't complete without them. And with that, we've come to the end of the video. If you've made it this far, thanks for watching. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Check out some of our other content also. And while you're here, make sure you hit that like button. Share this page with your friends, family, and loved ones. Hit that subscribe button. Join the G.A.A.S fam. And don't just push it. That's boring. Don't push the notification button. Smack the hell out of the notification bell so that way you know when we go live with brand new content such as this. And if you don't mind, give us a thanks. Leave us a little something. We appreciate that because we're getting to the point now where we're gonna have to start doing this type of thing to support the channel. And I really want to make this my full-time job. I want to do this full-time because I love it so damn much. And I love each and every one of you so damn much. And I love entertaining all of you. So keep coming back. Give thanks if you can. And we will see you in the next video. Brown out.